Well, Ali, great way to start the new year. 5 points in the bag and up to 5th in the table tonight.
Yeah, look, pleased with the way we hit the pitch. You know, we hit the pitch hard. Obviously we got a few lessons from last week, and we learnt those quick, which is pleasing. Look, I thought our attitude, our movement early in the game, plus our maul was outstanding. I thought the way we tactically moved our way around the pitch and didn't expose ourselves in the tough conditions was spot on, and that was, I say, a massive shift from last week.
They looked so dangerous against Harlequins, but they hardly had a shot in that first half. You were so in control.
Yeah, well, look, the conditions are tough, so you got to box smart with them, and they're a dangerous side. We know that, and they still had their moments. But what allowed us to do with our defence was really press hard. We got a massive line speed, and we got some good collisions in there. You know that stop off them. If you sit off them, they're as dangerous a side as there is around. So it was important to take that space away from them.
Just when they're starting to look dangerous, Henry gets the interception. You must have been pleased to see that one right there.
Yeah, look, like you said, we probably gave them a little bit too much. We kicked then into the midfield when they had a lot in the backfield. They stacked the backfield. And obviously, again, it was a good read because we were trying to get nice and high on the outside. But obviously, if they make that pass, we're in trouble. But equally, Henry say he popped up in the right area.
And in what's going to be a very tight table, it's important that they went away with nothing today, isn't it?
Yeah, that was certainly the message with 15 to go. When it looked like the game was secured, we couldn't afford to give them a bonus point. Like you say, the margins are massive. To take a bonus point ourselves is huge. We haven't done that enough this year. You know, we've got to 3 tries quite a lot and never converted, and not really converted, only 2 bonus points this year. So it's an area we've sort of had half an eye on, and the way we took it well. We obviously put a scoreboard pressure on in that first half with the wind, to then back it up into the wind in the second half. Get the early score was important, and then obviously that intercept helped us as well.
I guess the only downside in terms of performance, penalties again, I think another 17, it's like 50 in 3 matches.
Yeah.
It seems to be the scrum that seems to be a big issue all the time.
Yeah, obviously we've got some work to do in that area. We did give up a couple of daft ones as well, and that we need to trim both of those sides of it, because ultimately, the pen counts are counting against us at the minute. We've got to make sure we're better in the things that we do and have a focus for absolute quality at all instances, whether that's scrum, but also around the tackle area, moving away, not giving up those easy yards for an opposition, especially on a wet day like today.
Obviously, very sad to see Luke coming off injured again. What's the early thoughts on him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, if he leaves the field, he's tough, so it's going to be sore. So whether that's a good thing, or sometimes they think that there is the tougher, the harder it is, or the more painful, the better it is. But it certainly doesn't look great. He's on crutches now, and we'll have an assessment and see where he's at. But he was crucial today to getting that energy and that front foot play.
Steve Borthwick watching it. It was a good day for your guys to put in such a good performance. Right?
Yeah, well, look, we talked a little bit about it in the week as well. There's opportunities for guys that are outside that to put their hands up, as well as obviously the guys that are involved. So pleased for those guys. Pleased that everyone pushed forward, and it allows then those guys to perform and a platform to perform on.
History-making trip now. You get on a plane off to slightly different weather than we've got here at the moment. Must be looking forward to that.
Yeah, look, hugely exciting. I mean, a different opposition in a different climate and country. Something we're going to really enjoy, but equally we know we've got a massive opportunity at the end of the week. To push our claim for top seedings later on in the tournament. We've got an opportunity to go after that game at the end of the week against obviously a very tough opposition.
They're likely to be very different to the team you face here at Sandy Park.
Yeah, I think so. But that's what we want. We want to test ourselves against the best. That's the way you find out certain things, and you can make improvements as well. But also, we're not shy of putting ourselves up against the best teams around, and let's see where we're at.